I would eventually like to move. Eventually. But I think that would require me picking up a second job. But what do you think? It might be worth it, right? It might be a good start to I don't know, pack up and just like live somewhere random. Somewhere completely random. Third world country! So I could save money. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Coffee could potentially cost... Well, we have Phase coffee. I don't have to pay for that. Snacks and stuff could potentially cost just a buckaroni. I don't know. Have you ever just like, you know, get like a little bit of wanderlust or like do something a little crazy and just pack up and like skedaddle? Or is that my own personal urge to change my identity, skedaddle, and never be perceived by anybody ever again? I don't know. If I lived with Dizzy, we would basically be like ghosts around each other. Which is kind of awesome. Because I think that's very... That's very codependent and not codependent at the same time. And then she would be fed, because I'd be doing a lot of cooking. But Dizzy lives in expensive land. Dizzy lives in very expensive land. Feel that, but you never pull the trigger on it. See, I've done like mini versions of it, but I kind of want like a big, you know, change or something. I'm not sure. I feel like I just haven't explored life enough. But okay, this all sounds very romanticized, and then the moment I do it, suddenly you find me working at a Starbucks, VTubing on the side, and maybe I need to pick up a third job because, I don't know, maybe I live in New York or something. Phase York. Am I getting a midlife crisis burned? I don't appreciate that. Stop! Why are y'all saying midlife crisis? Am I having one? Is this common? I thought midlife crisis was like a... I don't know, like you're balding and you crack a cold beer every night you get home from work, and then you wonder where life went, and then you think about how when you were younger you wanted to be an astronaut and how you quickly shelved that dream away to become, I don't know, a finance bro, or you work in like tech support, and then you wonder, damn, in another timeline you were an astronaut. Then you sip on your beer and you go to bed and you wake up to your alarm and you rinse and repeat, and then but then actually, JK, you're like 13 and you wake up and that was all a nightmare. And you have so much of your life ahead of you. I'm not even at midlife. I'm 21. There's some very cheap countries and areas in the world. Oh, like a different country? That's kind of scary, but kind of exciting. Like just moving to another country. But I don't want to mess up my like time zones, you know? That would probably require me streaming at like 4 a.m. or something, just to make the usual stream time. Allegedly. Hi, Komori. Thank you for the 10 millennia. The years sure go by quick when you're working every day of your fudging life. No. It's okay. Be like Freerin. 1,000 years is nothing. 1,000 years is nothing. Wait, you're a millennial? Millennial? Typical age for a midlife crisis. Oh, that's older than I thought. I thought it'd be like 35. A typical age range for a midlife crisis is between 40 and 60. And listen, I know my general demographic range. You guys are very young. Very young. Not illegally young, but like young. Very young. Although I also am a believer of like age isn't indicative. Like it's your mindset and how well you take care of yourself. Because man, I've seen some 21-year-olds same age as me, and I look at them and I'm like, oh, you look double that age. What happened? I feel like it's how limber and spry your joints are and how unwrinkly you are. So if you don't wear sunscreen and you go out in the sun a lot, you should start. Because guess what? Contrary to popular belief, sunscreen doesn't prevent you from getting a sexy tan. But it does prevent you from getting as much, sunspots, sun damage, melanoma.